Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for the Mountain Weather Information Service. This is your Planning Outlook video updated on Tuesday the 22nd of May. Now, high pressure is in charge and generally warm and dry conditions will continue over the next week and perhaps beyond, with just the caveat of a few thunderstorms being around, chiefly England and mainly Wales over the next few days. We've got a windy picture though, an easterly wind across the Pennines and perhaps the south of Scotland into the weekend. It could be up to gale force in places. An additional note for that risk of upland fires, ground conditions becoming tinder dry and with little if any appreciable rainfall across Scotland in particular in the next couple of weeks, just one to be very alert for. Let's have a look through the charts for the next few days. Here's Wednesday. High pressure is towards the north, an easterly wind in place, although across Scotland it's mainly more from the south-southeast, and not too much of it really, with the isobars well spaced out on this chart. It's a dry day, it's a bright one, extensive sunshine for many areas. Just watch for banks of low cloud and fog, North Sea coasts and areas inland from that, particularly in the morning, might just struggle for low cloud. It should burn back towards the coast with time. Generally warm and highest temperatures to be found across western regions of Wales, Lake District and into western Scotland. Now, subtle changes in the pressure pattern into Thursday means there's the risk of some thunderstorms breaking out. I don't think the risk was there particularly for Wednesday, but across central England into mid and south Wales, a smaller risk maybe for North Wales, just a plume of heavy showers, isolated thunderstorms just running their way from east to west through the course of the day, most likely in the afternoon and early evening. Meanwhile, northern England and across Scotland stays dry, high pressure is nearby. A front, a weak feature towards the west, just edging in from the Atlantic. It may give some high-level cloud, but otherwise it's another bright day. Just some coastal mist and fog across eastern Scotland, maybe northeast England, which might just be lapping inland, particularly in the morning. Now, confidence of detail heading towards Friday and the weekend is quite low, as is always the case with thundery plumes. The latest indications we've got for Friday shows something just trying to edge northwards across northern England. Now, that seems to be the likely story at this stage. That could be a little bit further south. It might pivot even slightly further northwards, but for now I'd just keep an eye on the Pennines, maybe into the lakes, North Wales too, for just some heavy bursts of rain and the odd thunderstorm being around. Check the details of course before we get there. For Scotland it looks like it stays dry, high pressure is nearby, the remnants of that front that was toward the west just draped to the west of Scotland. Again, some high level cloud might be around with that one. The easterly wind a bit stronger, the isobars a bit closer together, so across the Pennines, across the south of Scotland, those winds much stronger, maybe nudging towards gale force with blustery conditions through some of the passes. And notice the strength of that wind again on Saturday. That easterly flow is very much around. The remnants of something of a trough could still give a few areas of showers, and anywhere around those showers there could be a few banks of low cloud. Difficulty with the absolute details at this stage. It may be that thundery risk is confined much more towards southwest England by this stage, and generally the strength of the wind should prevent too much breaking out elsewhere. Across Scotland again, warmest conditions away towards the west. Some low cloud may just come in onto North Sea coast and the eastern Highlands. Otherwise, most summits will be cloud-free. Now, I'll just step away from those synoptic charts now. I don't think there's anything really more we can get out of it through into Sunday and Monday at this stage. Watch your details, of course, at this distance. A chart something like this, though, is where we are into Sunday. It's still high pressure towards the north. It's low pressure, which is focused around Spain, Portugal and Biscay. The colours on this chart show temperatures in the middle layers of the atmosphere, and it shows a broadly warm pattern that's in charge. But that tendency for yellower colours, that little trough feature that's around Spain and Portugal, is the disturbance basically creating the risk of thunderstorms, and that may just nudge its way a little bit further northwards as we go through into Monday and perhaps Tuesday as well of next week. Still an easterly wind and could still be quite blustery at times through into Bank Holiday Monday. But just lowering pressure from the south over a few days early next week, it brings that maybe a more widespread risk of thunderstorms. I still think England and Wales is the main focus of that. Scotland seeing few, if any, probably, with high pressure staying towards the north. And a generally warm theme will be in charge over a good few days. Warmest temperatures then towards the west of Wales, northwest England and the West Highlands, mid-20s quite possible in some of the glens. Always a bit cooler away towards North Sea coasts. As we head towards the end of the week and the start of June, high pressure still shows as being very much nearby. We're not seeing anything coming in really from the Atlantic at this stage. Just a hint on the models that maybe there's a subtle change way towards the west of us, that lower pressure off Newfoundland just starting to edge into the picture, but it's a long way out for now. I don't think anything really, just for the time being, coming in off the Atlantic. High pressure, often dry, warm conditions should still be the story, but watch for still some areas of thunderstorms at times. And it's a story which is backed up very nicely on that 7-day mean of the pressure patterns that shows the high pressure extensive across the northern side of the British Isles into Scandinavia too, the thundery low around Spain, Portugal and Biscay. So that's where we're going, more or less, as we end May and start June. So stay right up to date with the very latest details for this bank holiday weekend. The forecast updated every single day at the Mountain Weather Information Service website. We'll have this next planning video online for you on Friday as well. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.